Monday Night Raw, everybody. We are getting ready for the Battleground pay-per-view, which will be next week. The last couple episodes have been NXT and Fury's final takeover pay-per-views for 2k17, and we're going to get on to Raw tonight. Looks like we are kicking things off here on Monday Night Raw with the new United States Champion Rusev again. If we go back to Money in the Bank, Roman Reigns was defending the US title against Rusev in the rematch, but Rusev was able to make the big dog tap to the accolade, so he reclaimed the United States Championship. So we're going to see what Rusev has to say to the WWE Universe. Last night at Money in the Bank, I proved to all of you, and specifically to Roman Reigns, that I am the worthy United States Champion. I told him I was going to break him, and I did. I told him I was going to reclaim what is mine, and I did. Therefore, Roman, you have no more opportunities at my United States Championship. No rematch, no earning your way back to fighting me. I want new challengers. Tonight, I'm going to issue an open challenge to anybody in the back, except for Roman, to come out and challenge me. Okay, it looks like Rusev is issuing an open challenge. We're going to see if anyone answers that. So we're going to see here. Anybody who dares challenge me will be broken, just like Roman Reigns and his ego. If you dare come out here, just know you will not survive. So be advised, enter at your own risk. Alright, we're going to see who is going to challenge Rusev here for the United States Championship. Someone, and it looks like, okay, it looks like it's going to be Curtis Axel. At Money in the Bank, he was one of the participants, and he came close several times becoming Mr. Money in the Bank, but obviously that goes to Chris Jericho. But Curtis Axel answering Rusev's US Open Challenge. We're going to see if the Axeman can pull the upset and become the new US champ. Makes his way to the ring. Rusev already on the outside of the ring, so we're going to get on to this US Open Challenge matchup. Alright guys, Rusev back into the ring. Curtis Axel is bringing it right to the champ, wasting no time. Curtis Axel has been on a bit of a roll of late. And if you guys remember, first Money in the Bank qualifying match for Raw was Curtis Axel defeating Titus O'Neil via roll-up, but still, that's where the momentum began. Had some dark matches up until then. Won those rather easily. Clothesline to Rusev. Was close again several times, becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. Fell a bit short there, but next opportunity looks like he's going to go after the United States Championship. Again, Rusev is a worthy opponent, so this is not going to be all that simple. But Curtis Axel always up for a challenge. I don't want to be taunting too much. Rusev still trying to prove that he is the best United States champion. Big boot from Axel. It would be one heck of an upset if Axel was able to pick up the victory here and defeat the Bulgarian Brute, but we're going to see reversal from Rusev. Axel trying to get back into his feet, rolls out of the way of that stomp, and just gets planted by that back body drop from Rusev. Break of the eyes from Axel, another big boot. And during his career, Axel has been tag team champions, intercontinental champion most notably. Hasn't done too much of late, aside from anything recent that I mentioned moments ago. I don't believe he's been the United States champion, but we're going to see if he can become US champ to close out the final Raw of 2k17. Again, we still will have the Raw exclusive pay-per-view Battleground as the ending point before we resume all of this action in 2k18. Enters Axel, hits the finisher. This might be it. 1, 2, and Rusev kicks out. Thought Axel might have had it there. He definitely thought he did. But again, we have one more SmackDown, one more NXT, one more Fury, and then the Battleground pay-per-view, and that'll wrap up 2k17. So if Axel were to win this evening, then the rematch will be set for Battleground. Rusev will get his contracted rematch. Axel with the arm drag reversal, keeping up on the offense, keeping Rusev on his toes. Snapmare from the champ. We're going to take a commercial break and we're going to return back to this US Open Challenge. Alright guys, we are back once again here on Monday Night Raw. This matchup still going on between the US champ Rusev and his challenger Curtis Axel. Snapmare hits the signature move there. Axel in control. Axel's been in control most of the last few moments. And another neck breaker from Axel. Cover middle of the ring on Rusev. 1, 2, 3, and no, again, another near fall. Almost sure that Axel had it the second time around. He's bringing it to Rusev, which we didn't expect that much of. It's like something possessed Axel heading into this matchup. Stomp right to the chest. Rusev reeling here, trying to get up to his feet. Rusev picked up from Axel, more kick to the chest, chop, headbutt from Rusev. Float over DDT, plants Rusev. Blocks the right hand, kick to the gut. Axel with a big reversal there, shot to the back. Swinging neck breaker. Going for the cover, trying to put Rusev again this time. 1, 2, and Rusev kicks out once more. Big elbow right to the face. Rusev planted with another big boot. Rusev with a left hand. Axel gets out of potential danger there. Drops him right on the knee. It's going to be hard for Rusev to stand and have the balance he usually does after that. Blocks the right hand. Into a Uranagi. Axel back body drop. Keeping the momentum in his corner. The crowd behind him. Picks him up. Shades of his father with the perfect plex. If he hits it, this could be it. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Curtis Axel shocks the world here on Monday Night Raw. Answers Rusev's US Open Challenge and defeats him to become the new United States champion. Again, I mentioned it moments ago. I'm pretty sure something possessed Axel heading into this matchup as he defeats the Bulgarian Brute to become the new U.S. champ here on Monday Night Raw. Again, they will have their rematch, Rusev's contracted rematch, at the Battleground pay-per-view, but for the time being, Curtis Axel is the United States champion, and we're going to move on to the rest of the show as the Axeman celebrates. Right, here comes Roman Reigns. The big dog doesn't look too happy about what happened last week on Monday Night Raw. Again, if you guys remember, he used his rematch clause against Rusev, who now is the former U.S. champion as well, but got cost that opportunity from Gallows and Anderson. Last week, you guys might remember that I used my rematch against Rusev for the U.S. championship, which I should have never lost. But, of course, something has to go wrong. Gallows and Anderson cost me my rematch, so one of you better come out here before I hunt you two down. I'm not sure what you guys' intentions were last week, but whatever they are, let's talk about it in this ring right now, man to man. Right, so it looks like the big dog is calling out Anderson and Gallows. We're going to see if either or both of them respond to this and actually come out here, but again, they cost him his rematch against Rusev, but I don't know, and looks like one of them is coming out, and it looks like it will be Luke Gallows answering the call here. Again, at the top of the ramp last week, Anderson was just out there distracting Reigns as Gallows from behind ambushes Roman, so it makes sense why he's mad, but we're going to see if Gallows gives us any explanations as to why. So, you guys are not sure why we did this, but again, Roman, you claim this is your yard. You were only the United States champion. It's not like you're the Universal champion like your former buddy Seth Rollins. You think this is, again, you think this is your yard, but it's really not. It's all of our yards. This is Monday Night Raw. So I don't know why you run your mouth week in and week out saying that you're the best, claiming that you can beat anybody. Look, Luke, I know you guys have only been on Raw for about a month or so, and yeah, you've been dominant ever since, but have you done anything here on Monday Night Raw yet? No, not really. You guys aren't Raw Tag Team Champions. You guys have only squashed smaller teams that are in the Tag Team division, so you have no reason to come out here and say what you just said to me. There's a stare down between these guys. Roman does not look too pleased. Luke, I'll give you one chance to get out of here before I beat your face in, hit a Superman punch, hit a spear, and send you and maybe your buddy Carl to the infirmary as well. So, right, big words from the big dog. Gallows not intimidated at all. Again, there you go again, trying to intimidate someone. Well, Roman, you don't intimidate me. You don't intimidate Anderson. You don't actually intimidate anybody. You are not a threat. We are. We are the most dominant tag team in the entire WWE. But you know what? You don't seem to believe that, Reigns. So, at Battleground, we challenge you to a 2-on-1 handicap match. Okay, wow. Gallows with the big challenge for Battleground to Roman. Okay, Gallows, I accept. Okay, it looks like Roman accepts it, and that's the answer Gallows wanted. Hits Roman with the mic. And just going right after the big dog now. I guess that's what Gallows and Anderson wanted all along. They wanted to take down the big dog, and they get a chance to do that at Battleground, which will be where we wrap up 2K17, as I've mentioned a bunch of times in the last bunch of videos. Reigns with the reversal though. Big clothesline to Gallows. The sneak attack from Gallows didn't pan out as expected, it seems, but Roman gets out of the ring. We're going to move on to our main event of the evening, which we will see the Universal Champion Seth Rollins take on Stardust in just a warm-up match. Keep everybody fresh. Backdrop suplex from Gallows, clothesline to Reigns. We're going to have to sort this out before we get to our main event, but we'll be right back, folks. Alright guys, we are ready for our main event. And we haven't seen him in a while, but we're going to have Stardust in action here. Throw him in the main event for the evening, because why not? Haven't seen him in quite some time, so we're going to get Stardust a chance against the Universal Champion Seth Rollins. Maybe if a miracle happens, he'll be able to knock off the champ and throw his name into the Universal Championship picture. So Rollins again wasting little time, just wants to get this match over and done with. Suicide dive, taking out Stardust when he was not expecting it. Rollins hurt himself there a bit. It looks like hitting the barricade a little hard. But again, Seth was able to retain the Universal Championship against Kevin Owens at Money in the Bank. We've yet to determine if Owens will get another chance at Battleground for the title, or if he doesn't have an opponent, then Rollins will have the pay-per-view off technically, which wouldn't be all that bad. But we're going to see. Referee rings the bell. Stardust still has his cape on and everything. Rollins caught him off guard. Oh, and a running knee to Stardust. Big reversal. Oh, a step up in Seguri. Stardust catching the champ off guard there for a moment. Okay. Randomly collapsed. Okay. That was weird. But Stardust to one knee. Caught with an elbow from Rollins. Big right hand. Clotheslines Stardust out of the ring. Rollins going up top. To a Phoenix splash on the outside. Referee starts his count. Rollins in control. We're going to take a commercial break and return back to main event action. Alright guys, we are back here. Monday Night Raw main event. During the break, this contest between Rollins and Stardust spilled out onto the outside. Both men were tossed into the steel ring steps. Also during the break, Stardust removed the padding off of one of the turnbuckles. Both men were thrown into that. Stardust a second time back first into the exposed turnbuckle, but that might be what seals the deal. And a curb stomp from Rollins. Cover on Stardust. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Somewhat quick matchup from Rollins, even though he got thrown into the steps and the exposed turnbuckle a few times, so he's not at 100%, but he's able to put the crazy Stardust away. Trying to see the highlights there a bit. Hits the curb stomp. Hold on, Chris Jericho, no, he's cashing in. Seth Rollins just had a grueling match against Stardust, injuring him, but Chris Jericho is cashing in his contract against an exhausted and out of it champion Seth Rollins. Oh, jeez. Seth fighting back a little bit. So far it's backfiring on Mr. Money in the Bank, Chris Jericho, but he's cashing in nonetheless. Seth Rollins trying to put him away too. Step up enziguri to Rollins. Jericho said he was going to do it any place, any time, and apparently right now is that time. He's trying to put Seth in the walls of Jericho, but it's a rope break. Pretty much speechless here, guys. And it's the code breaker that might seal the deal for Seth here. Middle of the ring. 1, 2, and Rollins somehow kicks out. Jericho cannot believe it, but he has to stay focused. He's trying to cash in on the champ. Does not want this opportunity to go to waste. This is opportunity of a lifetime. Again, we mentioned last time Seth Rollins moves to the bottom rope. Jericho outside. Jericho's pretty much the inventor of the Money in the Bank ladder match and finally won the match, or won that type of match, but I'm at a loss for words here. If he's able to pin or submit Seth here, he becomes the new Universal Champion. It's crazy. Wasn't even expecting him to be doing this anytime soon. Seth is in a world of danger. In the corner. Turns him around to a lion salt. Still stunned. And another code breaker to Rollins. This time middle of the ring, goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and no! Seth Rollins again. I don't even know how he's kicking out. Chris Jericho is shocked. I'm shocked. He's going to go for another cover. 1, 2, and again. Seth Rollins kicks out at 2. Jericho cannot believe it. I can't even talk. Jericho doing all he can to put the champ away. Reversed into a clothesline. Just assaulting the Universal Champion after his match against Stardust. To a Falcon Arrow. Seth fighting back. I don't even know how he is. Jericho with the reversal shot right to the face. Another step up enziguri. To a Bulldog. Rollins trying to get some more offense in. Not working out too well for him. Turns him around. Trying to get him on his back. This might be it. Seth in a lot of pain here, holding on for dear life. Jericho lets him out of the walls of Jericho. Rollins with a reversal. And a third code breaker to Seth. This has to be it now. Cover middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3, and that is no. Again, each time. I cannot believe it here, folks. I don't even. Seth is just unpinnable right now. With all that damage that he suffered during the match and what Jericho's inflicted on him so far, I don't even know how he's able to stand. Enziguri to Jericho. Jericho rolls out onto the apron, goes Y2J. Oh no, Rollins going for a sunset flip. Powerbomb on the outside. And even we're going to take a commercial break and return back to this cash-in attempt from Jericho. Enziguri on the outside. Return back to this unexpected action here in a moment. Alright guys, we are back again. Chris Jericho doing everything he can to put Seth Rollins away for good and successfully cash in his Money in the Bank contract. Jericho again alluded to this a little while ago, but he said last week rather, that he could do it any place, any time, and that is what comes with the contract. And he's doing it right now. Rollins had a match, but Jericho trying to take advantage. Off the ropes in the corner, Jericho. Clothesline to Seth into a running bulldog. And a fourth code breaker. This has to be it. Jericho out of stamina there for a moment. Needs to make the cover. Center of the ring. 1, 2, and again. Seth Rollins kicks out. This is ridiculous at this point. I don't even know how he's doing it. Another step up Enziguri from Y2J. Spinning heel kick from Seth. And I don't even know what Jericho went for there, but it busts Seth open. Blocks the right hand. Going for a move there, but Chris gets out of it. Again, another attempt at the walls of Jericho. Turns him around. Middle of the ring. Seth nowhere to go. Not giving up whatsoever. Jericho lets him out once again. Drop kick. And another code breaker for good measure. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Chris Jericho is the new Universal Champion, cashing in his Money in the Bank contract, defeating and pretty much destroying what was left of Seth Rollins. We're going to see the replay there. Jericho picked his spot and was successful. Bloodying the face of Rollins and becoming the new WWE Universal Champion. This was one heck of a way to end the final Raw of 2k17 Universe mode. We're going to be picking things up in 2k18 with Y2J as the Universal Champion. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And I'll see everybody in the next video.